Okay, so here we have a challenge item that was very challenging, pardon the pun, for my students. The first thing I'm going to do is read over this item, try to make sense of it, and then I'm going to jump right in and try to solve it. And I'll see if I can get this done in 3 minutes or less if possible. It says, a fruit stand sells different types of fruit. They start the day with C cases of cherries, K cases of kiwi, and 3 cases of grapes. Okay, it sounds kind of goofy right off, but what they're telling us is we don't know how many cases of those fruits they bring in, so they're going to use a variable to represent that unknown value. And since they're talking about cherries, why not call that variable C? Or a kiwi, call it K. I think that's kind of clever because it's going to help perhaps to keep those fruits kind of straight when we do our variables here in a minute. During the morning delivery, they received 4 C cases of cherries, so that's going to be 4 groups of unknown number of cases of cherries, 2 K cases of kiwi, and 4 G cases of grapes. Write an expression to describe how much fruit they have in all. Be sure to simplify the expression. Oh my goodness, this is easy. This is easy. We do not have any like terms. And this is an addition problem because you want to find out how many you have in all. So all I'm going to wind up doing is just adding those terms together. This is super easy. So using what I know about like terms, and I don't recognize or see any like terms, I'm just going to go ahead and write this expression out. So we've got 4C cherry cases, we have 2K kiwi, and we have 4 G cases of grapes. But now, it's not finished completely. This is what was brought to them. That's what was brought to them. So, we don't have any like terms there at all, but we got to add something to it. We got to remember they start out the day with an unknown value, an unknown number of cases. They've got C cases of cherry, plus here they've got K cases of kiwi, and here they have G cases of grapes. Now we have like terms. Now we have like terms, and let's talk about this. For us to add this to this, we have to get our like terms together. So here we have C. We have the cherries here. 4C. Now, what am I going to get when I add 4C to just this C by itself? Okay, what am I going to get when I add those together, Kyrell?
5.
5 what?
C.
5C. Now, why do you think we can take 4C and C and get 5C?
Because it's understood that the variable alone gets 1 as a coefficient.
Yeah, because it's a variable by itself, it has 1 as a coefficient, that's understood. So we have 5C. Now we have 2K. Do we have any K over here? Yes. Okay, so Madison Davis, what am I going to get when I add 2K and K together?
3K.
And that's because what?
A variable alone has the number 1 in front of it.
Well, it doesn't have a number 1 in front of it because I can look at it and see it's a K by itself, but it's understood it has a coefficient of 1. And 1 plus 2 is 3. And now I've got 4G here, and do I have any like terms to go with 4G? Alright, little Brandon.
Yes, you do.
Okay, where at? Here?
Yep.
Alright, so what am I going to get when I say 4G plus G? That's almost
You
like
get 5G
we get 5G. Can you tell us why?
because it is understood that the G has the coefficient of 1.
There you go. So our simplified expression is how much fruit do they have in all? They have 5C plus 3K plus 5G. And I made sense of my problem. I used what I know about like terms, and at first when I was just looking at the delivery, we didn't have any, but when we added what we already started the day out with, we did have like terms. And then we went ahead and simplified it on out. Now I don't know if I did that in under 3 minutes or not, but it feels like we went through it very quickly. Now, how many of you already had that as your answer last night? Wow, I see your hands all over the room. I don't know why I bothered having to show that. I guess somebody said they had trouble with it. All right, very good, children.